These aren't pets. They're legends, forged by predators, built for survival. Welcome to the world's most powerful dogs. From A to Z, we reveal the giants, the guardians, the beasts born to protect, hunt, and survive. One breed at a time. A is for Alabai, Central Asia's ancient war dog. But this isn't just a guardian. It's a living piece of history, still used to fend off wolves in the mountains of Turkmenistan and beyond. What makes the Alabai special? It's one of the oldest guardian breeds on Earth, over 4,000 years of survival, carved into muscle, instinct, and silence.
Out here, the rules are simple. If you can't defend it, you lose it. And for over 4,000 years, one dog has made sure nothing was lost. This is the Alabai, the Central Asian Shepherd Dog. A breed that predates borders, that protected flocks before nations even existed. It wasn't bred for shows or trophies. It was bred to survive. Built for the extremes, their dense double coat shrugs off blizzards and scorching sun alike. This isn't just fur, it's armor forged by the wilderness. Look at the foundation. Massive paws designed for traversing unforgiving terrain, covering vast distances day after day. Tireless guardians of the flock. These aren't trophies. These are testaments to battles fought in the dark, against tooth and claw. Every scar tells a story of survival, of protection at any cost. They were bred by shepherds who understood the weight of responsibility. Hardened by storms, trusted implicitly by generations who knew one truth. If the Alabai wasn't worried, they didn't need to be either. Its bite force is legendary, capable of snapping bone. Its endurance allows it to outlast any threat. And unlike dogs trained for aggression, the Alabai is measured. It warns once. Then it eliminates the danger. This isn't pursuit. It's decisive action. A blur of muscle and will, closing the distance with terrifying efficiency, defending its charge without hesitation. Their partnership with humanity isn't new. It's etched into the very rocks of Central Asia, guardians standing alongside their human companions since the Bronze Age. A bond formed out of necessity and mutual respect. Their intelligence isn't measured by tricks, but by instinct and awareness. Reading the subtle shifts in the wind, sensing danger miles away, understanding the complex, delicate balance required for survival on the steppe. A single bark from an Alabai isn't just noise, it's a declaration, a formidable line drawn in the sand of the wilderness that few predators dare to cross. It is the sound of absolute, unwavering protection. Every part of this dog is built for purpose. Immense strength, incredible stamina, designed over millennia to thrive in the harshest conditions and perform its demanding job without fail. Yet, this formidable exterior hides a deep capacity for loyalty and unexpected gentleness towards its own. The fierce guardian of the flock is also a devoted, protective member of the family. Their ancient role persists today, adapting to new environments and threats. They guard farms, secure properties, and remain vigilant protectors of families. Their dedication unchanged through the centuries. From the nomadic camps of the past to the farms of today, the Alabai's mission remains singular: to protect what is theirs, to stand as a living wall against the threats of the wild. It doesn't seek recognition or applause. It exists to fulfill its purpose, a quiet strength felt more than heard, a legacy passed down through bloodlines as old as the land itself. They are the unyielding spirit of the steppe, the embodiment of ancient loyalty, and a timeless warning to every predator that roams the wild. Tread carefully, for some walls don't just stand, they bite back.
B is for Boerboel, South Africa's silent powerhouse. Built to hold the line against hyenas, leopards, and anything else that dares to cross the fence.
And the Boerboel, the farmer's bulldog, was born to answer that call. Boerboel means farmer's dog. But that name barely scratches the surface. This dog guarded families, livestock, and land from lions, leopards, and worse. Early settlers brought large European Mastiff and Bulldog types. Crossbred with indigenous African dogs, they created a unique blend of strength and adaptability. They needed a functional dog that could thrive in the harsh climate and deter predators. The true type solidified in isolated farming communities, selectively bred for protection, loyalty, and power. Temperament was crucial, reliable around family, especially children. Yet, its presence alone had to be a warning. It's massive, muscled, calm, standing between you and danger. But don't mistake quiet for soft. When predators tested it, they got a wall of muscle. Its bite isn't just powerful, it's controlled. It waits, judges, then acts with terrifying certainty. For generations, it was the first line of defense. No alarms, no lights, just one dog. Today, recognized internationally, admired for strength, loyalty, and protective instincts. The Boerboel, protector, powerhouse, proof that calm doesn't mean weak. It means prepared.
C is for Cane Corso, Italy's ancient enforcer. Once a war dog, now a shadow that never leaves your side. Calm until it isn't.
Some dogs were bred to guard homes. Others were bred to march beside soldiers into war. The Cane Corso, Italy's Mastiff, descended from Roman war dogs that charged enemy lines. Their ancestors were formidable warriors and loyal companions. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the breed adapted, guarding farms and families. They remained vigilant protectors, indispensable to rural Italian life. This dedication solidified their bond with humans, built on trust and reliance. Today, the armor is gone. The arenas are silent. But the instincts remain. See the stillness? Its calculated presence, ready to erupt with force. It moves like a shadow, smooth, efficient, a silent sentinel. The Cane Corso isn't loud, it's precise. It neutralizes problems. This quiet confidence is far more intimidating than endless barking. For centuries, it stood beside the people who needed it most. Not because it wanted attention, but because it understood its purpose. It isn't the biggest, it isn't the fastest, but it's one of the most complete protection dogs ever made. The Cane Corso, Roman blood, modern control, and a legacy that never needed barking to be respected.
Weed D is for Doberman, the sharpest edge in a velvet glove. Loyal, lethal, and lightning fast. You'll find out why this sleek powerhouse was once the elite guardian of the elite.
D is for Doberman, the soldier's shadow, and the thief's nightmare. Sleek, silent, strategic. This isn't your average guard dog. This is precision, wrapped in muscle, and lightning reflexes. Created in 1890 by a German tax collector who needed protection on dangerous routes, the Doberman was designed from the ground up to be alert, intelligent, and always one step ahead. They're part Greyhound, part Rottweiler, part Weimaraner, all-purpose. In World War II, they earned the name Devil Dogs of the Marines. Deployed for scouting, message delivery, and guarding at night, where silence meant survival. But don't let the lean build fool you. Dobermans are power in motion. They don't bluff. They don't back down. They don't miss. Today, the Doberman remains one of the most trainable and fearless guardians in the world. If loyalty had a uniform, it'd wear cropped ears, a glossy coat, and a stare that never wavers. D is for Doberman, calculated protection, bred for precision. Every muscle, every nerve, tuned for action. A silent guardian in the urban sprawl. They assess, they wait, they strike. Loyalty is etched in their DNA. Beyond the bark, there's a deep bond, a formidable presence, yet a gentle companion, from the training field to the family home. Always ready, always vigilant. Their senses heightened, their focus unwavering. A legacy of bravery, a symbol of strength. They move with purpose, every step calculated. In the shadows, they thrive, guardians of the night. Their bark, a warning. Their presence, protection. Doberman, precision, power, purpose.
EI is for Estrela Mountain Dog, Portugal's ancient protector. Built for cliffs, storms, and wolves. This silent sentinel has guarded flocks and families for over 2,000 years.
He doesn't bark for show. He doesn't run without reason. And if you ever see him move, pray you're not the reason why. The Estrela Mountain Dog comes from the rugged mountains of Portugal, where danger wasn't a possibility. It was a guarantee. Wolves, raiders, and storms shaped this breed over centuries. They didn't just guard flocks. They guarded families, villages, legacies. Everything about this dog was forged by the land. Thick double coat for freezing winds, massive jaws for taking down wolves, and a mind that stays calm until it's time to strike. The Estrela doesn't trust easily. But once bonded, it becomes something more than loyal, unshakable, protective without panic, courageous without cruelty. This isn't a dog that wants attention. It wants purpose, and it takes its role seriously. In a world of noise and show, the Estrela stands apart. Quiet, watchful, unmoved by chaos. This is more than a dog. It's a living mountain.
IF is for Fila Brasileiro, Brazil's unforgiving tracker. Not just muscle, but instinct. This breed doesn't ask questions. It protects, pursues, and never backs down.
Some dogs warn before they act. The Fila doesn't. Born in Brazil's wild lands, the Fila Brasileiro was never meant to be a pet. It was bred to track, hold, and guard. No matter the threat, runaways, jaguars, invaders, the Fila faced them all without fear or hesitation. Its motto? Faithful as a Fila. Not a slogan, a truth written in generations of blood loyalty. These dogs imprint hard. When they love you, they'll die for you. But if you're a stranger, step carefully. Unlike flashy breeds, the Fila doesn't care about medals or tricks. It's slow-moving, deliberate, until it's not. And when it moves with singular purpose to neutralize a threat. Its unique camel gait allows it to cover vast distances silently, conserving energy until the precise moment of action. A silent guardian, ever watchful, blending into the tapestry of the Brazilian landscape. In many countries, it's misunderstood, even banned due to its formidable protective instincts. Yet, in Brazil, it is revered, a national treasure, embodying the spirit of its rugged interior. It's a living piece of history wrapped in muscle and instinct, a symbol of resilience. This isn't just about strength, it's about a profound, unwavering loyalty that runs bone deep. Once earned, their bond is unbreakable, a partnership forged in trust and mutual respect. The Fila's journey began with the Portuguese colonists, needing a dog robust enough to survive the Amazon's harsh environment. They guarded precious livestock and human charges, enduring untold hardships. They were bred from a potent mix of mastiffs, bloodhounds, and Portuguese hunting dogs. Combining power, tracking ability, and relentless tenacity, they became indispensable. These dogs were historically used to track runaway slaves, a controversial yet undeniable part of their past. Their resolve was unmatched, serving a purpose in a harsh, unforgiving land. The Fila's protective nature is innate, not taught. They instinctively discern friend from foe, requiring an owner who understands and respects their natural guarding tendencies, not suppresses them. Their famous ojeriza, or aversion to strangers, is a hallmark of the breed. It's not aggression, but a deep-seated distrust, a protective barrier around their beloved family.
G is for German Shepherd, the strategist of the dog world. Smart, fast, loyal to the end. From battlefields to backyards, this dog leads with purpose.
In 1899, Germany, a vision was born, a legend about to unfold. Captain Max von Stephanitz, a man of purpose, observed a dog with extraordinary precision. This wolf-like dog, with fierce focus, moved with unparalleled grace. It was a moment that redefined canine purpose, laying the foundation for a new breed. Horand von Grafrath, the first registered German Shepherd, embodied this ideal. The German Shepherd, designed to work, destined to excel. The world soon recognized their unparalleled potential. Through the chaos of 2 world wars, they stepped onto the battlefield. German Shepherds became vital. Messengers, scouts, and unwavering guards. They moved through mud, under fire, earning the title the soldier's dog. Their bravery and innate instinct transcended training. After the battles, they returned, not merely as heroes, but as cherished members of families. Beyond conflict, the German Shepherd evolved into the ultimate partner. With watchful eyes and sensitive ears, always anticipating needs. Protecting the innocent, searching through rubble, this breed never flinches. From guide dog, a beacon of independence, to police K9, a force for justice. A rescue partner, a therapy companion, offering solace. One breed, a myriad of roles, all defined by profound loyalty. Ranked among the world's most intelligent breeds, their minds are agile, learning rapidly, thinking with greater speed. They don't just obey, they keenly read every situation, sensing energy, making critical judgments. Yet, such profound intelligence demands a purpose, a structure. Without trust, their deep connection can tragically shut down. They thrive not in chaos, but in knowing their place, always by your side within the framework of purpose. Despite their incredible service, they've faced misunderstanding. Their imposing size, intense gaze, and powerful presence can intimidate. But aggression is not their nature. Protection defines them. What might be perceived as intimidation is, in truth, loyalty on high alert. The same gentle giant that cradles a child in slumber will step between you and harm's way. They possess an uncanny discernment, understanding the moment's true nature, and make the ultimate call, always in your defense. Today, the German Shepherd stands as a global emblem, an icon of unwavering discipline and profound courage, and an unparalleled testament to deep connection. They relentlessly serve, unconditionally love, and faithfully protect. More than a working animal, they are intuitive guardians. G is for German Shepherd, a legacy of strength, loyalty forged in fire.
H is for Hovawart, Germany's hidden guardian. Ancient blood, fierce loyalty, and a heart built for protection. This one's a sleeper powerhouse.
In the dark forests of medieval Germany, there was a dog that guarded homes with quiet intensity. It didn't bark without cause. It didn't flinch in danger. It simply stayed and watched. Its name? Hovawart, from Hova, meaning farm, and Wart, meaning guardian. Long before breeds were catalogued, the Hovawart patrolled with purpose, protector of land, livestock, and legacy. But like many ancient breeds, it nearly vanished, until the world needed guardians again. A forgotten name, almost lost to time, waiting for its call. After World War I, A world ravaged by conflict sought renewal. A man named Kurt Friedrich Koenig believed the soul of the land needed its protector back. He set out to revive the Hovawart, seeking out the original stock. With dogs found in remote farms, crossed with shepherds, Newfoundlands, and Kuvash, the Hovawart returned. From the brink of extinction, a new generation emerged. This wasn't a show dog, it was a purpose-built sentinel. The Hovawart doesn't just follow commands, it evaluates, adapts, and chooses the right moment. It's a working dog with a mind of its own. And that's exactly what makes it brilliant. In rescue missions, it tracks with precision, never losing focus. It finds what is lost, a quiet triumph in its actions. With family, it bonds deeply, choosing its people with quiet devotion. A watchful presence, always near, always aware. Its strength and agility are a testament to its natural design. There isn't just one Hovawart, there are three distinct faces. The black and tan sentinel, a classic and striking presence, and the all-black shadow, a powerful and mysterious guardian. Each color carries the same soul, but each leaves a different impression in the wild. Its gaze pierces the mist, ancient wisdom in its eyes. Observing from above, a silent watch over its domain.
The eye is for Ibizan Hound, sleek, silent, and lightning fast. Don't let the elegance fool you. This hunter was born to outsmart and outrun its prey.
Before the pyramids fell into silence, there was the hunter, the Ibizan Hound. Sleek, silent, searing through time from the tombs of pharaohs to the cliffs of Ibiza. Most think it's just a pretty dog. They couldn't be more wrong. Thousands of years ago, these hounds hunted with kings. Their bodies built for speed, their eyes for precision. Imported to the Balearic Islands by Phoenician traders, they adapted, survived, and kept their fire burning. Today, they're still used by islanders to hunt rabbits on rugged terrain, with no guns, just instinct. They don't bark. They don't chase chaos. They move with ghost-like precision, always thinking, always calculating. What makes the Ibizan so unique isn't muscle, it's control. It's the ability to move faster than sight, and then disappear. No chaos, no drama, just execution. They say the past fades, but not all of it. Some of it walks beside us. The Ibizan Hound may look like art, but make no mistake, this is ancient engineering, loyal, lethal, and utterly legendary. From the fertile Nile Delta, Phoenician trading vessels carried these hounds across the azure Mediterranean. Landing on the sun-drenched shores of the Balearic Islands, they found a new purpose, a new home. The rugged island terrain, vastly different from desert sands, honed their agility and resilience. For centuries, they became indispensable partners to the islanders, hunting with a primal efficiency. Sometimes, a small bell would hang from their collar, the only sound betraying their silent hunt. From a standstill, they can explode into a full sprint, reaching incredible speeds almost instantly. Their flexible spine and powerful legs allow them to turn on a dime, even at top speed. They are renowned for their impressive vertical leap, clearing fences and obstacles with ease. Their large amber eyes are not just beautiful, but perfectly adapted for spotting prey from afar. Want more legends like this? Subscribe to the Woof Journal and discover the Guardian's history almost forgot.
J is for Japanese Tosa, Japan's fighting spirit in canine form. Calm in silence, explosive in action. This dog was bred for battle, and it shows.
In Japan, there's a dog so quiet, so composed. It doesn't bark in the fight ring. It just watches, waits, and wins. This is the Japanese Tosa, a warrior bred not for companionship, but for honor, a silent guardian. The Tosa didn't start as Japan's fiercest breed. In the 19th century, samurai warriors crossed their native Shikoku dogs with Western Mastiffs and Bulldogs. The goal? Power, silence, control. To create a dog embodying the true spirit of the Japanese warrior. What emerged wasn't just a fighter, it was a symbol of strength, discipline, and unwavering spirit. A living legend. Unlike Western breeds, the Tosa doesn't snarl or show teeth. In traditional bouts, silence is a virtue. Barking, a dishonor. They win not with rage, but with restraint. Their power is in their composure, their unyielding focus. Tosas can reach 200 pounds, yet their movement is calculated, even delicate. They don't waste energy. They don't seek conflict. But if pushed, they respond with overwhelming silent force, a true force of nature. To truly understand a Tosa is to understand the discipline required. Their training is as much mental as it is physical. Beyond the ring, the Tosa is a dedicated protector, forming an unbreakable bond with its family, a loyal guardian. Today, the Japanese Tosa is banned in several countries. Why? Because this isn't a breed for the casual owner. They demand respect, but they give loyalty deeper than blood. A devotion that lasts a lifetime. Even in stillness, their presence is undeniable. The Tosa carries an aura that commands respect without a single bark. The Japanese Tosa, silent, strong, and timeless. An ancient spirit for the modern world. Subscribe to the Woof Journal for more primal breeds, ancient protectors, and the warriors still walking among us.
The J is for Japanese Tosa, Japan's fighting spirit in canine form. Calm in silence, explosive in action. This dog was bred for battle, and it shows.
There are no fences here, just wind, distance, and the possibility of predators lurking beyond the horizon. This isn't just any dog. This is the Kangal. For over 4,000 years, it has stood between danger and the ones it swore to protect. The Kangal is not bred for tricks. It's bred for timing, for silence, for resolve. While other dogs bark, this one calculates. With a bite force measured at over 700 psi, the Kangal holds the title of the strongest bite of any domestic dog on Earth. Wolves know it, jackals avoid it. And in the wilds of Turkey, predators change direction when they catch its scent. But this power is not just inherited, it's carefully nurtured from the earliest days. From dawn till dusk, they are one with the flock, an ever-present shadow, a living boundary. To Turkish villagers, the Kangal isn't just a dog, it's a guardian of tradition, a bloodline, a promise. It's gentle with children, ruthless with threats. That duality? That's what makes it legendary. Through blistering summers and harsh winters, their resolve never wavers. They are built for this unforgiving land. And when night falls, the true test begins. No spotlights, no commands, just instinct. Most nights, its presence is enough. The subtle shift in air, the low growl that carries for miles. But if that line is crossed, history repeats itself. Teeth, fury, silence. In a world moving fast, filled with noise, the Kangal remains unchanged, a sentinel of the old world, a quiet warrior with a code. Protect the flock, protect the family, and never, ever fold. Power isn't always loud. Sometimes it just waits.
L is for Leonberger, the gentle giant with a lion's mane. Don't be fooled by the softness. This powerhouse was bred to pull carts, guard homes, and brave icy waters.
It looks like a lion. It moves with the grace of a guardian. and it carries the spirit of ancient protectors. Beneath that regal exterior beats the heart of a gentle giant, a companion unlike any other. Its silhouette is unmistakable, powerful, noble, a living monument to canine majesty. For centuries, it has stood as a silent guardian, a watchful presence, always ready to protect its own. One look into its soulful eyes reveals intelligence, loyalty, and an unbreakable bond. The story begins in 19th century Germany, in the town of Leonberger, where a vision took root. A breeder named Heinrich Essig dreamed of creating a dog that mirrored the lion on his hometown's crest. He blended the strength of the St. Bernard, the water prowess of the Newfoundland, and the vigilance of the Great Pyrenees. From these noble lines, something greater emerged. A dog of immense size, majesty, and unwavering character. The Leonberger quickly gained renown, admired by royalty, and sought after for its exceptional qualities. This wasn't a dog bred for aggression, but for deep, unwavering loyalty as a family sentinel. Its powerful build also made it an invaluable working companion, capable of pulling carts and assisting in farm duties. With its webbed feet and love for water, the Leonberger proved a natural and brave water rescue dog. From emperors to queens, the Leonberger graced the grand estates and royal courts of Europe. Yet, war swept across Europe, and the breed teetered on the brink of extinction, its numbers drastically reduced. A handful of devoted breeders refused to let the lion dog disappear, meticulously rebuilding its lineage. Today, the Leonberger remains known for its calm and affectionate demeanor, making it a beloved family member. But when a true threat arises, its protective instincts ignite, becoming an immovable force. Behind the gentle facade is 120 pounds of muscle, intelligence, and an agility surprising for its size. More than just a dog, the Leonberger embodies an unseen bond, a primal connection to its human companions. Tap subscribe to explore the ancient protectors and primal companions who've shaped our world. The Woof Journal, where legends still walk.
M is for Mastiff, the ancient colossus of war and watchdog of empires. Massive, unshakable, and fearless when it matters most.
Some dogs fight with speed, others fight with strategy. But this one, it fights with mass, with presence, with unstoppable force. This is the Mastiff, a dog so massive that its job was simple: stand, hold, and let nothing and no one pass. From the blood-soaked battlefields of the Roman Empire to the castles of medieval England, the Mastiff has always been one thing: a living wall of protection. The Mastiff's story goes back thousands of years. The ancient Babylonians, Persians, and Greeks bred massive war dogs to guard soldiers, protect caravans, and fight enemies. When the Roman legions swept through Europe, they encountered the Mastiff's ancestors in Britain. Dogs so large and fearsome that Romans sent them back to fight in the Colosseum against lions, bears, and even gladiators. But the Mastiff wasn't just a fighting dog. It was a guardian of castles, farms, and families. When wolves, bears, and raiders approached, the Mastiff didn't chase. It simply stood and waited. Its size alone was often enough to stop anything. But if the threat crossed the line, the bite came. And it came with force, you don't forget. The Mastiff is one of the largest dogs on the planet. Weight, up to 100 kilograms, 220 pounds. Some exceed 120 kilograms, 265 pounds. Bite force, estimated between 500 and 550 psi. Not the fastest, but devastating on impact. Frame, massive chest, heavy bone, low center of gravity. built to absorb force, not dodge it. Presence. Its weapon isn't speed, it's size, calm intimidation, and unshakable nerves. You don't outrun a Mastiff. You don't outmuscle it. You don't intimidate it. You either go through it or you leave because it's not moving. Don't let the size fool you. The Mastiff isn't reckless. It's not a brawler. With family, gentle, quiet, a giant shadow that follows you from room to room. It bonds deeply, protects fiercely, loves quietly. But when danger crosses the line, the Mastiff activates like a switch. Calm turns to force. And when it moves, it doesn't stop. It's not chaotic, it's calculated. One move, one lunge, one bite, enough to change a threat's mind permanently. The Mastiff's job isn't to chase, it's not to hunt. Its job is to hold the line. Whether that's the entrance to a castle, the boundary of a farm, or the front door of a modern home, the Mastiff stands as an immovable force. A visual warning that says, don't even try. And if you do, the jaws clamp. The body drives forward. And 100 kilograms of bone, muscle, and bite force proves why this breed has guarded kings, generals, and families for over 2,000 years. Today, the Mastiff might look like a gentle giant, but beneath the surface, it's still a relic of war, of protection, of presence. It's not the fastest, not the flashiest, but if your life depended on something holding the line, this is the dog you'd want beside you. This is the Mastiff, a warrior's body, a protector's soul, and a legend built to last.
N is for Neapolitan Mastiff, Rome's silent enforcer. Draped in loose skin and muscle, this beast was bred to guard with power and intimidate without a sound.
Some dogs fight with speed. Some fight with strategy. This one fights with intimidation, with mass, with presence. It's not here to chase. It's here to stand between you and whatever dares to come through that gate. This is the Neapolitan Mastiff, a living shadow of ancient Rome, a wall of muscle, drool, and bone-breaking power. The Neapolitan Mastiff descends directly from the Molosser war dogs of the Roman Empire. These were the canines that marched with legions, fought in arenas, and guarded fortresses. When the Roman Empire fell, their war dogs didn't disappear. They adapted. In the hills of southern Italy, these giants became something new. The Mastino Napolitano, not a dog bred to chase, but to be the last thing a thief, raider, or assassin ever saw. Its weapon wasn't speed. It was the sheer psychological weight of seeing 70 kilos of drooping muscle and silent rage staring back at you. It wasn't bred to fight unless the line was crossed. Everything about the Neapolitan Mastiff is designed for one thing: intimidation. Weight, up to 70 kilograms, sometimes more. Bite force, estimated at 500 to 550 psi, enough to snap bone. Frame, thick, dense, massive bone structure. Heavy skin folds designed to protect arteries during combat. Presence, those famous wrinkles and drooping skin, not just for looks. They act as protection against bites, knives, and claws. It's a wall. It's a deterrent. It stands at the gate, and 99% of threats never even try. With family, the Neapolitan Mastiff is calm, quiet, a gentle shadow that follows you from room to room. It bonds deeply, protects quietly, loves fiercely, but it doesn't play with threats. It doesn't warn twice. It won't run. It won't chase. But if the line is crossed, it launches like a tank with teeth. It doesn't bark for fun. It doesn't waste energy. But when it moves to finish. The Neapolitan Mastiff's job isn't to catch. It isn't to run things down. Its job is the line, the boundary, the gate, the home. When something approaches that line, it doesn't have to attack. It doesn't have to growl. The body does the talking. The eyes do the talking. The weight does the talking. And if that's not enough, the bite finishes the conversation. Fast, clean, decisive. Today, the Neapolitan Mastiff may look like a droopy, lazy giant, but under the folds is a relic of war, a shadow of the Roman Empire, a living wall of protection, calm, until it's not. It won't chase, but it won't move either. Not until the job is done. This is the Neapolitan Mastiff, built by history, perfected for presence, born to guard.
O is for Ovcharka, Russia's silent sentinel. With a bite like a bear trap and instincts honed in the wild, this dog isn't just a guardian. It's a storm in stillness.
In a world where predators roam the mountains, one dog stands between chaos and survival. It doesn't chase. It doesn't bluff. It was built to finish what others wouldn't dare to start. This is the Ovcharka, the Caucasian Shepherd, the last line of defense. Forged in the harsh mountain ranges of the Caucasus, the Ovcharka has a job older than borders and governments. Its role? Simple. Protect livestock, protect families, survive, no matter the threat. Wolves, bears, snow leopards, even human raiders. This breed didn't get a choice. It became a warrior because it had to. For centuries, isolated villages depended on the Ovcharka to defend flocks, often miles from human settlements. Alone, cold, outnumbered, and it didn't care. It stood its ground. Every single time. This isn't just a big dog. This is a wall of muscle wrapped in fur. Weighing up to 170 pounds, standing nearly 3 feet at the shoulder, with a bite force that rivals any land predator. Its jaws don't just grab, they crush. Its massive paws, its sheer presence, enough to stop predators in their tracks before a fight even begins. But here's the part most people don't get. It's not reckless. The Ovcharka isn't a berserker. It's a tactician. It watches. It waits. And when it acts, it ends it quickly. Despite its primal power, the Ovcharka is surprisingly calm with its own people. This is a guardian bonded by trust. With its family, it's gentle, affectionate, even goofy. But outsiders, strangers, predators, it flips instantly into war mode. It's not a dog you train in the traditional sense. You partner with it. You earn its respect. And in return, it offers the kind of protection money can't buy. Only trust can. It's territorial, highly intelligent, and fiercely independent. The Ovcharka doesn't bark for no reason. If you hear it bark, something crossed a line. There's a line in the snow. And the Ovcharka decides where it is. Wolves learn that line quickly. Bears learn it once. And anything that ignores the warning doesn't leave. This isn't aggression for fun. This is purpose. This is ancient instinct honed over thousands of years. When you see an Ovcharka standing between danger and the ones it loves, you're looking at a creature that defines what protection really means. Today, the Ovcharka walks between two worlds. One paw in the ancient wild, one paw in the modern world. But don't mistake it for a pet. This isn't a dog you own. It's a force you live beside. It is calm until it isn't, gentle until the line is crossed, and silent until silence is no longer enough. This is the Ovcharka, the mountain's last line of defense.
The P is for Presa Canario, the island beast forged in fire. Born on the Canary Islands, to guard, to fight, and to survive. This dog doesn't back down.
This isn't just a dog. It's a beast forged by isolation, battle, and survival. Born on the volcanic sands of the Canary Islands, where predators weren't just animals, they were people. A land where strength wasn't optional. It was survival. This is the Presa Canario, the island beast built to endure. The Presa Canario didn't come from royal courts or polished show rings. It came from the brutal reality of island life. Cattle thieves, wild dogs, raiders, predators in every form. Farmers needed a dog that wasn't just strong, but unbreakable. Bred from mastiffs, bulldogs, and ancient war dogs, the Presa Canario was designed to guard property, control unruly cattle, and, when pushed, defend with lethal force. In the remote mountains and fields of Tenerife and Gran Canaria, this dog wasn't trained for sport. It was trained for survival. Quiet, calculated, relentless. Everything about this dog is function first. Massive jaws with crushing force. Thick neck muscles like cables. Broad shoulders designed to pin and hold. A bite that grips like a vice and doesn't let go. But it's not reckless muscle. The Presa Canario is a tactician. It observes first, it warns, and only when that line is crossed does it unleash everything. At up to 150 pounds, this is a dog built like a tank but moves like a shadow. Quiet, efficient, ruthless when necessary. The world got the Presa Canario wrong. People label it dangerous, aggressive, out of control. But the truth? It's the most purpose-driven protector you could ever own, or rather, partner with. With its family, calm, affectionate, completely bonded. It doesn't just follow commands. It watches, learns, anticipates. It protects not out of fear, but because it was built for it. But outsiders, trespassers, threats, the Presa makes one decision. This is my line. You can't remove the island from this dog's blood. In the harsh volcanic wilds, weakness meant extinction. The Presa Canario doesn't posture. It doesn't bluff. It warns once, then acts. Its very presence has kept predators, both animal and human, at bay for generations. And when tested, it delivers overwhelming force with surgical precision. This is not a dog for casual handlers. This is a dog that respects strength, discipline, and clarity. A partner, not a pet. A guardian, not a toy. Today, the world looks softer, but the Presa hasn't forgotten where it came from. The instinct is still there. The line is still drawn. It's calm until it's not. It's silent until silence fails. And when it moves, it ends the threat. Fast. This is the Presa Canario, the island beast, built to endure, born to defend.
Q is for Queensland Heeler, Australia's tireless herder. Fast, fearless, and built to outthink the toughest livestock. This isn't just a dog, it's a working legend.
Forget cute. Forget lazy. This dog was built by one of the harshest places on Earth, the Australian outback. Endless heat, venomous snakes, wild boars, stampeding cattle, and predators that don't forgive mistakes. It doesn't chase for fun. It chases for survival, for work, for purpose. This is the Queensland Heeler, also known as the Australian cattle dog, the outback's tactical guardian, the worker that never quits. The Queensland Heeler wasn't bred in comfort. It was born from necessity. In the 1800s, Australian settlers needed a dog that could do what no other dog could: control wild cattle across hundreds of miles of brutal terrain. English herding dogs? Useless in the outback. Too soft, too slow, too fragile. So they built a new breed by crossing the tough-working Smithfield Collie with wild dingoes, animals that had survived the outback for tens of thousands of years. The result? A dog with relentless drive, steel nerves, and a body built to take punishment. No heat stroke, no backing down, no quitting. If the job takes 12 hours, it goes 12 hours. Simple. Every part of the Queensland Heeler is designed for battle. Just a different kind of battle. Compact but solid. 20 to 25 kilograms. 45 to 55 pounds of muscle and tendon. Double coat. Heat resistant on the outside, insulated underneath. Bite. No official PSI test, but ask any cattle what it feels like. It grabs ankles, tails, faces, and it doesn't let go. Agility. Lightning fast. Turns sharper than almost any breed. No wasted motion. It's not the biggest, but it doesn't have to be. The Heeler wins with endurance, precision, and tactical aggression. This isn't a brute force fighter like the Kangal or Boerboel. This is a tactician. It reads pressure, it watches body language, and it calculates when to strike and when to bluff. With its family, obsessively loyal, protective, smart. Too smart sometimes. This dog doesn't do boredom. Boredom creates problems. It's a working breed to its core. But with strangers, you'll get a stare first, a warning. Push past that, you'll learn what 45 pounds of bite, sprint, and sheer determination looks like. The hard way. The Queensland Heeler doesn't fight for dominance. It fights for order, for control, for the job. When the herd gets wild, it steps in. Predators, dingoes, snakes, wild pigs. The Heeler holds its ground. When something threatens the flock, the question isn't if the Heeler responds, it's how fast. Its bite doesn't aim to kill. It aims to correct, to drive, to control. But if a threat won't listen, the teeth don't ask twice. Today, the Queensland Heeler still rules the outback, but it's also moved into homes, sports, protection work, and even search and rescue. But don't get it twisted. This isn't a pet. This isn't a show dog. This is an athlete, a problem solver, a relentless tactical guardian bred by one of the harshest environments on Earth. This is the Queensland Heeler, built by the wild, driven by the job, loyal until the last breath.
R is for Rottweiler, the relentless guardian of empires, muscled, fearless, and born to protect. This dog doesn't back down. It takes command.
Not every dog was bred for comfort. Some were bred for conquest, for muscle, for control. The story of the Rottweiler doesn't start in a kennel. It starts on the front lines of the Roman Empire. When Roman legions expanded into Europe, they brought dogs, big, Mastiff-type war dogs, bred to guard camps, move livestock, and fight when needed. As the Romans pushed into what is now Germany, their dogs interbred with local herding dogs, evolving into a breed that could survive harsh winters, defend supply lines, and control massive herds. In the town of Rottweil, this dog earned its name, the Rottweiler Metzgerhund, the butcher's dog. Its job? Drive cattle, pull heavy carts, guard wealth, and protect against predators, thieves, or anything foolish enough to challenge it. It wasn't a pet. It was an essential tool for survival. The Rottweiler's body is a machine, designed for both endurance and explosive power. Weight, up to 60 kilograms, 130 pounds of dense muscle. Bite force, 328 psi. Not the highest, but precise. A grip that holds, crushes, and controls. Frame, compact, low to the ground. A living battering ram with surprising speed. Drive, balanced between focus, protection, and patience, until the line is crossed. It's not built for sprint fights. It's built for pressure fights. Hold the line, control space, and end the threat efficiently. The Rottweiler isn't chaotic. It's not reckless. A well-bred Rottie is like a coiled spring, calm until it's not. With family, loyal, playful, even gentle. It bonds hard and loves hard. But there's a rule. Never confuse quiet with weakness. With strangers, it reads body language. It assesses. It doesn't bark for nothing. But if it senses a threat, the switch flips. And when it flips fast. This is a dog that doesn't posture. If it moves, it means it. The Rottweiler holds a line, physical and psychological. It was designed to control, whether that's a herd of cattle or a person trying to cross a line that shouldn't be crossed. Its strength isn't just in its bite, it's in its presence, in the way it moves, the way it stands. It makes you think twice, because it's not bluffing. Push past the line? The Rottie delivers clean, direct, efficient force. No chaos, no hesitation, just outcome. From the war camps of Rome, to the cattle markets of Rottweil, to modern homes, farms, and protection work, the Rottweiler's job hasn't changed much. It didn't need to. It was built right the first time. It's not for everyone. But for those who understand the code, this is family. This is protection. This is relentless loyalty on 4 legs. This is the Rottweiler.
S is for South Russian Ovcharka, the ghost of the steppe. Fast, fierce, and wrapped in a shaggy white coat. You'll never see it coming, but predators know to run.
Some dogs were bred to obey. This one was bred to decide, to think, to protect, no matter what's coming or who's in the way. Meet the South Russian Ovcharka, a 50-kilogram wall of white fur, intelligence, and zero tolerance for intruders. Calm 1 second, savage the next. Out here on the steppes, there are no second chances. This dog wasn't bred in cities. It was born from survival, on the endless frozen plains of Ukraine, southern Russia, and Kazakhstan. Its job was brutal. Guard thousands of sheep, alone, against wolves, bears, thieves, and survive brutal winters where even humans struggle. The shepherd might be 10 kilometers away. No commands, no backup. This wasn't a pet. This was a tactical decision maker. The result? A breed so smart, so fearless, and so aggressive to intruders that even predators learned. Pick another flock, or don't come back at all. At a glance, it looks like a giant mop. A fluffy, harmless cloud of fur. But beneath that, pure, wired muscle, with a bite that can shatter bone. Weight? Up to 60 kilograms, 132 pounds. Bite force? Estimated around 500 psi. Enough to stop anything that dares to cross the line. Frame? Long, lean, deceptively agile. This isn't a tank like a Mastiff, it's a ghost. Quiet until it strikes. Coat? A dense, weatherproof armor, built to survive snow, ice, and wind. Wolves feel the cold. This dog doesn't. It doesn't just hold ground. It hunts ground, scans, tracks, outthinks the predator. Then ends the problem. The South Russian Ovcharka isn't reckless. It isn't noisy. It's watchful, calculating. With family, loyal, protective, calm, even goofy. But when the switch flips, it's immediate. No noise, no hesitation. It moves from stillness to teeth in 1 second. It doesn't fight for fun. It fights with purpose. Every move is direct, strategic, brutal when needed. What separates the Ovcharka from other guardians isn't just its bite, it's its mind. It was bred to think for itself. No commands, no handler nearby. If it saw danger, it decided the response. On its own. This made the Ovcharka different, less obedient, less trainable in the traditional sense, but smarter and deadlier. It's the kind of dog that watches everything, measures, and if you pass its internal checklist, fine. If not, good luck. Today, the South Russian Ovcharka is still doing its job, protecting farms, flocks, and families in the most unforgiving places on Earth. It's not a pet for everyone. It's not here to fetch. It's not here for tricks. It's here for one thing. Hold the line, watch the horizon, and stop anything. That doesn't belong. This is the South Russian Ovcharka, the white ghost of the steppes, built by survival, wired for protection, and respected by anyone smart enough not to cross the line.